Hello, my name is Gustavo Ybazeta. I'm a principal researcher in the Health Science No Research Institute, and today I'm going to talk about our work using the chatGPT on wastewater-based epidemiology. And as an example, we use the SARS-CoV-2 data collected in Northern Ontario. Our work explores the ChatGPT box and its potential to use the R language to help users produce visualization, data analysis tools, dashboards, and summary reports. We use a customized graphical user interface based on the chatterbox, which utilizes the natural language processing to aid users in creating informative and comprehensive visualizations in R. Here we're showing you the different ways that we put the words together in order to obtain the scripts. The first one is to produce a mock database. We'll recommend always to use that for starting. The second one is a plot with two y-axis, the two different scales, and we have a coefficient factor to correct them to keep it in the same scale. The next one is a correlation analysis between the N1, that is the gene that we use to calculate the concentration of copies per milliliter in wastewater, in comparison with the number of individuals that were hospitalized per day. And we use a experiment correlation factor. And the last one is all this information, we put it together in a dashboard, and how the AR will produce a dashboard in order to produce that. What I'm going to show you here is the program. If we take it this, we copy it, and we move it to the program. Once it's there, we can submit it, and immediately we start creating the script, and we will start checking which libraries you will need it. If you need it, we create a script for you to install it, and after that we will call the libraries, and we will produce every of the steps, producing the mock data, the plot, and the correlate analysis, and finally the dashboard. This will take you up to 5 to 10 minutes because we're running on time. We're going to put it directly here in R. We already get the script, we run it, and we get it the results that we expect. We observe here is a dashboard already published. We can open in our favorite browser here. We can produce it. Here is the two y-axis in both sides of your graph. The coefficient factor that we use, it was maintain the scale of each one, and the correlation between these two measurements. Of course, this is not real because this is mock data. In the next graph, we have the scatter plot, where we see the correlation between the hospitalization with the concentration of of copies per milliliter of COVID-19 through the proxy of N1, is one of the genes present in the genome. And in this case, the correlation is perfect. Again, it's a mock data. So you can basically take few minutes to produce this kind of data. So this is quite amazing, and it's remarkable that we can do this. But now let me show you what we are doing at this moment in what we are doing. And this is the kind of graphic that we are producing. As you can see, there are multiple layers all in top of each other, to giving information to the concentration of the COVID-19 in wastewater, the different cutoffs where we consider that is higher or lower, and it's based on the distribution of the copies per milliliter over time. So it's a multiple levels of comparison, and when we try to do this kind of graphs using ChatGPT 3.5, it didn't work very well. With ChatGPT 4, it worked, but after long time and very multiple processes and corrections, and we figured it out that any of us could write the code faster than that. But saying that, we can say that, as I show you, ChatGPT, ChatGPT is a powerful tool that is changing fast, and in order to succeed to writing a good code, the language must be clear and as short as possible. If the user know the libraries that you can use to obtain the results that you want, they should be included in the submission. That will help you. If it's a complicated graphic, divide it in small pieces and continue adding this to the chart. Do not use your data directly, because it will be belong to other people, will be access other people to your data. Always make a mock, and after that you can apply it to your own data. The possibility of submitting and correcting the message is an improvement, and as a result you can obtain better code after repetition of the submission. However, eliminating NAs or using the information to have continuous data when you have gaps in your data frame, the group one in the aesthetics, for example, is not as a direct result yet. You need to put it and add it on your submission. The regeneration of the answer is a tool that can be used to correct the previous code, and another way to use it is you can learn different ways, because the next time that you run it, it will use a different way or different library, or if it's another potentially shorter way that you can produce the same result. So it's something that for as a learning tool, it can be good. This program is still need to be ready for direct production, but we see a huge potential, and in the way that it's evolving, is going to be there very quickly. Thank you very much, and I expect to see you in the conference. And if you have any question, come to our poster, send us an email, and we can start a conversation. Thank you very much.